Hey guys, KC Jilly here in the greenhouse. Excuse me. I wanted to show you guys what 2.5, maybe 3 weeks of this up and down weather does. But check this out. We got our first little frost, not a freeze, and tonight comes round 2 of it. Okay, but there's been about 3 weeks in between. But by being able to have the greenhouse and keep this stuff kind of sheltered and some frost cloth outside, and using the spray on the cabbages and all that stuff, wow, what a difference. I'm actually still putting out pretty good. These tomatoes in here are surprising me. They're really starting to put some stuff on, and all of the cabbage, while still holy from what's already been happened to it, it looks much better. So check this out. If you've ever wondered, this dadgum greenhouse I didn't have to have this tall, okay? I probably spent an extra $300 to $500 building the extra little 3-foot frame to get it up off the ground. But the greenhouse itself was only like $250. It's a Quinctent or something like that on Amazon. 20 by 10 by 7 or something like that. It's like 7 foot tall before I put that extra 3 foot on it. But what a great investment. And I got my little heater back there. It was an extra $300. I'll probably have to use it tonight for the first time, and I don't know how long. But that dude goes a long way too. But just look how great everything's doing in here. It just tickles me to be almost Christmas time. Thanksgiving is this week. And I mean, I can maybe be grabbing stuff out of here to use for Thanksgiving. That's pretty cool. Okay guys, on my little pink Berkeley tie-dye, I mean, look at this guy. We're up here in November. And I don't know if you can see all these, Dad, burn it. We're up here in November. And I mean, I'm pretty well loaded. And I'll tell you another thing that I have learned in doing this is I have this fan. Okay, and the pink Berkeley tie-dye is the closest to it, so it's moving these limbs around all the time, pollinating it pretty good. I haven't been out here with my old toothbrush or using my finger in a long time, but this one, just because of the little bit of disturbance made by the fan, is putting out the most. So what that tells me is if I had one more of those fans somewhere maybe at the opposite end blowing around, and I kept these limbs moving more, I would get more. But still, look, here's my German green. You know what a difference a couple of weeks makes. Let me see here. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Got another one hiding up in here. You know, these guys are all coming back. And maybe Ananas Noir, I believe is what these were. Can y'all see all that stuff up in there? If I don't get us sprayed. I mean, just another extra 2 weeks is all I needed to get a little something to put out. Okay, and this guy's black creme. Now, there are sun gold. I'm trying not to get sprayed here. My little mister's going off right there. But you see the sun gold's growing over into it. But look at that. I've got these beautiful tomatoes in here. Way better than the spring. You know what I mean? Look at all those guys. Pretty little black creme tomatoes. I am digging it. Let's see if I can get you where you can see up in there. I mean, there's something coming out everywhere. On the other side of things, a lot of these, look how big some of these are. To me, the sun golds have been pretty small all year, but that thing is pretty dang big. They're getting some size to them, some of them. I mean, it is the right conditions right now. And here's my weird hybrid one. I don't remember what the heck. I thought it was a determinant, you know, but we made 2 cans of salsa off of it last time, and it's still putting out, look. I mean, I can't gripe. This greenhouse has been a good investment. This greenhouse is 10 foot tall at the peak, okay? So we're gonna come up there, and that's probably about, I'm gonna say 6.5 to 7 feet where it makes the curve around. Okay, then We're going all the way across, and I want to say it's about 8 or 10 foot across. I think it's supposed to be 10, okay? So we got probably 17 feet, and I've tied a bunch up because it was falling down to the top of that ironite bag anyway. So these dadgum things have lasted since I put them in here in February of 22. Here we are, I'm sorry, February of 23. Here we are in November of 23, and they're almost 20 foot long. They're still putting out even after they went through the ups and downs of the cool spring coming into the summer, and then the crazy heat in the summer. I've made it to here now. Got potatoes. If I put them outside, I don't think they would make it through the weather that's coming. Maybe they would, but look at them dang things getting up there like that. You know, the cabbage and stuff would make it. And I cut the okra down because it wasn't really producing, but the plants were okay. You know, another couple of hot days, it may have put out some more. Strawberries down there coming in. Onions hiding in between everything. They're small, some of them are. You know, we got some that are this small. You see that 1/4 inch hose back here? That's a 1/4 inch. So that's maybe an 1/8 of an inch, that onion. But then you come over here and this one's getting a little more sun, and it's a 1/4 inch, you know. Just depends on how much sun this stuff's getting. And I don't know how much bigger that kale gets before you start eating on it, but I guess I'm gonna try pretty quick. Excuse me. And look at them carrots growing up in there. I mean, this greenhouse has been a real blessing. All those carrots under there, using that space that wasn't getting used for anything. You guys excuse me, I'm sorry. I need to make a dang hot toddy or something. But, you know, I got a little tiny bit of lettuce just starting in there, but there's some more onions, just space that was getting wasted. This stuff is still very fresh, so. But, you know, this little pot of cilantro's coming along. Bunch more carrots. I need to get that dang basil out of there now before it's, while there's time. I don't know if the carrots do any good, but I figured what the heck, I had some seeds. Now I'll show you how much better some of this cabbage and stuff's doing outside. You know, this dadgum Michihili, you can see the evidence where the bugs were. I sprayed that dadgum Permethrin on there. And the reason I'm not too worried about it right now, guys, I know that's not the safest, most organic, but it is natural from what I understand, and used correctly is safe, okay? So I chose it because there's not a lot of pollinators out. I haven't seen any bees around here or anything. All I'm getting is worms and snails that are eating me up out here on all this cabbage and stuff. And man, since I've sprayed that, this stuff actually, I mean, I've noticed that it has stopped, and even though it's real holy, it's finally starting to grow again a little bit. So, you know, I even have, look at this, look at that bell pepper. Thing's pretty good size. Let's see if I can show you here, give you some comparison. I mean, that's a good store-bought bell pepper. It needs a little bit fatter, and this one's still putting out 2 in there, and got several on it. It just blows my mind. The bok choy, I noticed several of them. This heat, this back and forth weather has got several of them guys going. But look, this one's trying to head. Isn't that pretty? I'm excited about it. It's nice when you finally figure out how to take care of stuff and you can get something out of it and produce fruit. That's what I'm after. So, I'm gonna go eat some lunch, but while I was out here, I harvested a couple of tomatoes and stuff, and I just wanted to brag on the greenhouse because I'm really noticing how much of a blessing it's been. And I hope you guys have a good day, and if you've been thinking about one of those greenhouses, hey, do yourself a favor and go check them out on Amazon, man, for $250. That's not that much. I mean, you can really get a long way with those things. Carrying stuff all year long like that, tomatoes all year long like that, that's pretty good. So, see you guys next time.